Brookgreen Gardens is one of the great public gardens in America. A National Historic Landmark, Brookgreen is a cultural institution unlike any other, blending art, nature, and history, resulting in a unique outdoor living museum with a world-renowned American figurative sculpture collection. Brookgreen is embarking on its first major capital campaign to transform the campus and enable new programming and events. Together with our board of trustees, corporate partners, and nationally recognized artists, we invite you to join us in supporting the campaign for the next generation. Around each turn of the gardens are stunning sculptures by some of the best sculptors in the country.
There's not a sculptor in the United States that doesn't want to be in this collection. It's like you've arrived.
Featuring over 2,000 works by 425 artists, Brookgreen is home to the nation's largest and finest collection of American figurative sculpture, many sculpted by Brookgreen's founder.
Anna Huntington founded the garden, and the sculpture behind me is actually one of her pieces, but it also tells a story about the history of Brookgreen and their connection and founding it as a place that's open to the public almost from the day they bought it.
When Anna and Archer Huntington purchased the 9,000 acres that were the site of 4 former rice plantations, they began preserving the land's natural environment and history. Today, Brookgreen shares the history of the Gullah Geechee people, descendants of enslaved Africans who lived in the South, through programming and informative exhibits like the Gullah Geechee Garden.
Enter this your garden for see the thing them will grow.
Outside the gates of the botanical gardens, Brookgreen protects thousands of acres of salt marsh, longleaf pine forests, woodlands, and river bluff forests.
Recognizing that the history here and the beauty of the garden were really something that they wanted to share with the whole world.
Brookgreen's Low Country Zoo is a wildlife sanctuary that protects the habitats and endangered species of the Lowcountry. For nearly 9 decades, Brookgreen has welcomed millions.
I think I was 5 years old, really, and that was 78 years ago. And I actually remember. It probably means more now.
Now, Brookgreen is focused on the future and bringing the next generation to Brookgreen.
I remember coming to Brookgreen when I was still in elementary school. As I got older, I realized what a special place Brookgreen really is. My wife and I brought our children to Brookgreen like my parents. I kind of imagined if I lived long enough, perhaps bringing my grandchildren here.
The campaign for the next generation will advance the art, nature, and history programs for generations to come. A new contemporary conservatory and surrounding wetland gardens will be the largest capital project and will transform the campus, welcoming guests from around the world and enabling Brookgreen to expand horticulture programs. Guests will enjoy an accessible year-round garden to explore tropical biomes, including a butterfly garden to educate children and families. The conservatory and gardens will add beautiful and unique spaces for events and programming. The new Simpson Art Center will include a sculpture studio, allowing guests to interact with world-class sculptors in a high-tech workspace. Getting their hands on the clay and watching a bronze pour will expand guests' understanding of the sculpture process and connection to the world-class art on display. The Rosen Galleries, a new 5,000 square foot gallery space has opened, housing traveling exhibitions and sculptures on loan, and has already opened doors for Brookgreen to explore contemporary, diverse, and relevant themes in art. A new exhibit in the Low Country Zoo will house red wolves, one of the most endangered species in North America whose survival is at risk. The campaign has also funded an expansion of Brookgreen's Low Country history exhibits, including a new Spanish goat exhibit, the Gullah Geechee Garden exhibit, Bethay's Garden Heritage Farm Garden, and public spaces such as the new Leonard Pavilion. These additions will enable new programming that will make history come alive and inspire cultural understanding. Guided by a vision to maintain a world-class institution for future generations, Brookgreen is ever-changing and simply amazing.
My words about how I'm affected by this place, I want others to be able to experience what I experienced. And it wasn't just as an artist, it was just to walk on these grounds and the feeling on these 9,000 acres that you get in this atmosphere.
It's a beautiful, unique place with a lot to offer for a lot of people, a lot of different interests.
We were thrilled that Brookgreen was able to remain open as a place of peace and inspiration throughout the COVID pandemic. More of our community discovered Brookgreen during that time. This campaign elevates every part of our mission to continue to offer enriching experiences for all ages.
Support this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity on Brookgreen's 90th anniversary that will create a legacy for generations to come.